Simply saying that life finds a way.
Usually they say to save the best for last. But in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best figure of this new Hammond Collection wave, the Irritator. Why? Because it's the odd release of the wave. The past two waves of Hammond Collection, being the wave previous and now this wave, they've had an odd dinosaur out in the medium dinosaur assortment. For instance, with the Ankylosaurus, Pteranodon, and Concavinator wave, the Concavinator was the odd one out due to it not having the JP30 branding and it being overall kind of an odd release. This one is the odd release for this wave. It has none of the JP30 branding, and it actually doesn't have any branding from any of the movies at all. It has its own special Jurassic World generic branding, so that's why we're going to take a look at it before June. But this is honestly the best medium figure in the Hammond Collection assortment so far. This thing is uber impressive, and it's a dinosaur we don't get a ton of figures of. This is going to be our second one from Mattel. We got one in 2020, and then we're getting another one in this year in like the main line, and then we just got this Hammond Collection one. And it's very cool because it has a paint scheme that is based off of the design of Jurassic Park III Builder for the GameBoy Advance. Would have been cool if they did a logo for that, but they just did kind of a generic Jurassic World logo for this guy. Taking a look at the box, it's our usual fanfare for Hammond Collection packaging. We got the embossed T-Rex logo, John Hammond down here, Hammond Collection, Irritator, got a window of the dinosaur there, it looks really good. Side of the box has got Hammond. On the back of the box, we've got the dinosaur and a little blurb about it. No picture, it would have been cool if they put a picture from the game there, but understandably it's not a dinosaur from the film, so they're not going to have a picture from the films, but you get the generic Jurassic World logo indicating what assortment this is from. Irritator, living up to its name, the Irritator is a ferocious and aggressive carnivore that has a long snout and primarily feeds on fish. Honestly the oddest one they've done for this Hammond Collection, but it's one of the best. They absolutely knocked this one out of the park. Pick for Hammond Collection, we'll just say that. Side of the box, we got this beautiful render of our Irritator, looks fantastic, and then the Jurassic World generic logo. Top of the box is your usual fanfare, and the underside of the box has got that UPC code. I ordered these guys off of Amazon. I actually ordered the whole new wave of Hammond Collection figures. These three were the only ones that didn't get postponed until July or October. Yes, I said October. That is how late some of these figures got delayed, which is frustrating. Hopefully they'll be here before I have to go back to college. I've got 3 months here, so we'll see. But enough of me blabbering on. I'm ready to get this guy out of the box. I've been waiting for a couple of days. I finally have time to record, so we're going to go ahead and crack it out of the box. Got a little bit of assembly to do, and then I'll get it in an actual good pose, maybe. But you just gotta take the tail, plug it in, and we have an Irritator ready to go. Damn, this guy is long with that tail. Look at that little... That's gonna sound wrong. Look at how big this figure is, though. Jeez. I am very impressed with this Irritator. When they first announced this guy, I was like, oh, a dinosaur that's not from the films. How exciting for our collector-oriented line. No, this one is arguably one of the best ones in the assortment. He's not going to want to stand for me right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get him in a pose that he does stand, just for the sake of reviewing. Now our Irritator stands, and living up to the name, it was quite irritating to get it to stand. But this figure's fantastic. Jeez, I don't even know where to start. Just look at this figure. It is beastly, it is natural looking, and it's a cool reference to an obscure Jurassic Park video game. We'll go ahead and take a look at the sculpt and then go over all the articulation and then do comparisons at the end. The head sculpt is just fantastic on this guy. Look at the paint. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors of paint on the head. You've got that black glossy color on the nose and the bottom jaw. And then look at the teeth. Look at how sharp these top teeth are. We haven't seen sharp teeth like this in a while. And these are not painted. These are individually sculpted. So they should not rub off or anything. Yeah, they should not rub off or anything. Got a nice pink mouth. A little bit of sloppiness in there, but nothing closing the jaw won't fix. Look at that front profile. Jeez, this guy looks like a dragon. Side profile looks great. You got this nice like banana yellow that runs down the figure to the sail. You've got this white cream color that goes all the way down to the pelvis area, and then it naturally kind of stops and moves into this gray, like this light beige gray color, which is super great. You've got paint on all the claws and all the nails. Something not every Hammond Collection figure gets this luxury, but just look at the detail throughout this Spinosaurid. Beautiful yellowing. You got nice ridges all the way down the spine. You got the nice little sail here. This does feel kind of like a trial run for if they do a Spinosaurus. I think they are. You got that unique crest that Irritator's known for. Overall, a very nice, detailed creature, and it's not one we've gotten a ton of figures of, period. Nevertheless, in the Jurassic line, this is one of the last dinosaurs I would have ever expected to join the Hammond Collection roster. Yet, here we are, and it is beautiful. As far as articulation is concerned, it's a Hammond Collection figure, so it's going to have a ton of articulation. You've got double joints in the jaw, so it's a double hinge, so the bottom jaw will move, so you can get it to roar. And then the top jaw will also move, so you can get some really wide roars and get it to chomp on things. And these are independently articulated, so if you really wanted, you could like get it to do some pretty interesting upwards roaring, all that good stuff. There's a joint on the head, as you can see right here. It allows it to rotate all around, which is super fun. The neck is on a joint. It's not rubber, it's all plastic, but it does move up and down, side to side, all around, so you can get him to look in all these fun different directions. Very good natural flow. No torso articulation, but we do have articulation on the arms. The arms move back, forth, they will move out. And then there's an elbow joint as well that allows it to move its elbow. No wrist articulation. I think that the Concavinator is going to be kind of a one-off with that wrist articulation. Might have just been part of the budget. They could have put it on there. Who knows? A lot of articulation in the legs. They will move back and forth. That was a very tight joint. The knees are articulated, so they will move out. They will also rotate, which is super duper cool. You've got ankle articulation, so it will move. And then I guess this would technically be the ankle. You got articulation on the foot. Super cool. The tail does have some pretty good wide range of movement. It's a Hammond Collection figure, so you've got a joint here that allows it to rotate. And then it does have a wire in it, so you can bend it. And this tail, let me talk about this tail. It is a very wide tail, very reptilian crocodile looking, which I quite like. this is a great figure. I already recommend it, but we're going to go ahead and do some comparisons with some other Jurassic Park figures. Here's the Irritator with the 2020 version of the Irritator. I don't have the 2023 version just because it's not like out yet. So obviously you can see they are very, very different looking from each other. I don't think there's really any reuse from this figure on this one. There might be some reuse from this figure on the new one. I'm not sure. I'll put up a picture real quick. But this Irritator is kind of rare, to be honest. It didn't have a super wide release. And it's an okay figure, but this one blows it out of the water. This Irritator is the king of the Irritators, but as far as Hammond Collection Spinosaurids, it's not alone. We do have the OG original Hammond Collection first wave Baryonyx. And like most other people, I thought this Irritator would just be a simple retool, spit polish of this Baryonyx to get a new figure out on the shelves, but they are very different, and this Irritator is kind of like an improvement upon this Baryonyx. You can tell there is some slight reuse, but the Baryonyx is very, very different than our Irritator. This Irritator's got those nice pointy teeth. This one looks a lot more like natural. This one is a good Baryonyx, don't get me wrong, this is the best Baryonyx Mattel's done. But it's, even just a year later, it's a little bit outdated compared to what the Hammond Collection has been doing. They've been listening to us, they've been giving us more paint, they've been giving us sharper teeth, they've been giving us dinosaurs we want, kind of. But they've been improving Hammond Collection to make it this truly ultimate collector's line. The biggest improvement I'd say on this Irritator is the teeth, though. These sharp teeth make it look so much better than this Baryonyx with the kind of rounded teeth. So that means I think Mattel has been listening to us. But these guys do look pretty nice next to each other. I can't wait to get this whole wave displayed up there with my Hammond Collection guys and somehow find a way to fit them all in my college dorm, including that Brachiosaurus they just announced. So that's that comparison. Finally, here's the Irritator next to Ian Malcolm. This is the ripped shirt version. Just Irritator is, you know, bigger than a human figure. And overall, it looks pretty good next to Malcolm. This Irritator is a great figure. I highly recommend it. Do yourself a favor, buy it off Amazon or wherever you can find it. Easily the best Hammond Collection figure we've gotten so far. And I can't wait for the future of this line. I'm absolutely in love with this line, and then this Irritator is awesome. That is all I really do have to say about this Irritator figure. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in another video in the future. Stay tuned.